Here's how and why to be playful with your ex after the break. First of all, the why is really simple. Like, people only come together this way. If you go and you look at people in bars, nightclubs, across the table from each other on a date, they're having fun if they're connecting and if they're going to see each other again, okay? So it's the way people come together. Now, it doesn't matter if you're supposed to be mad at each other, supposed to be sad. You can actually lead the energy, and you have to be more convinced about the playfulness. You have to be more convinced that, like, things are okay than your ex is convinced that things are sad or angry or whatever, okay? So it's a frame battle. It's who's more confident in their position. But you can override that, oh, we're supposed to be sad, we're supposed to be mad, with playfulness, as long as you're more insistent about it. So that's why. It's because that's what you need to, like, have the fun to bring your ex closer to you. Now, there's lots of different ways to be playful and have fun with your ex. One of my favorite ways is to polarize with them. In other words, find something that they like that you hate, or vice versa, and just start, like, ripping in on them on that. So for me, I hate mint chocolate chip ice cream. If I find out that you like it, I'm going to give you shit for it endlessly, And with a girl I was talking to not too long ago, something about, like, she puts peanut butter in the fridge, and to me that's fucking weird. So it's like, so I would just, like, rip in on that, right? And it becomes this game where you're having fun with the other person over this, like, little trivial issue, but you get to, like, make believe that you're, like, mortal enemies over the peanut butter in the fridge. You can do this with sports teams. Choice of phone, Android versus iPhone. You can do this with pineapple on pizza, or how you do your toilet paper roll. Another fun thing that you can do is take your ex's words and twist them up as if they meant to say something that sounds stupider than what they really meant. I went to work today. Down which street were you working? As if they're a prostitute. Also, you can play off stereotypes. So if they said something that's very cliche, if they said something that's in keeping with a stereotype, you start pigeonholing them as that stereotype and linking all the things that they said and done recently, like, to fit that mold, just to mess with them. And anytime they say or do anything that sort of registers in alignment with some extreme in popular culture, let's say they said something that can be construed as gay, but it's also, linked to fitness somehow. Now all of a sudden you're making Richard Simmons jokes. If they got a really bad haircut, now all of a sudden they're, the third island boy. Like, maybe you're talking about breakfast and pancakes, and now all of a sudden you're, doing a throwback to the Dave Chappelle Prince pancake skit. And every time you're talking with your ex, it should be this dance between normal conversation and playfulness, right? Where you're 2 or 3 notes, hey, what'd you do today, blah, 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 right? You're catching up, but now it's getting boring because you're talking about normal shit. So now we're going to break it up, and whatever was said over here as the normal stuff, now we're going to take it over here into the joke range, and we're going to hit that extreme in popular culture. It could be a movie reference, could be a music reference, could be some, like, really extreme figure in popular culture. And we're going to joke around for a few notes, and you kind of go back and forth, and that's the way it should flow. Now, if you want some help getting your ex back, look into my profile right here, click this link, set up a call with me, and I'll talk to you soon.